Dear listeners, we're back. Hope you had a great start to the year. We sure did. While our teammates Rajat and Pratibha are on a 15-day train journey to learn deeper about India, we thought why not start 2023 by taking a broader view on the Indian economy and making some predictions. Come, let's dive deeper. Before we start, click on the subscribe button to never miss an update. Let's go. First of all, is this truly India's decade? It could be. India is the world's fifth largest economy. By 2030, we are set to become the third largest, says Morgan Stanley. India is set to grow faster than the world. India 6.9% and the world 2.7%. India is young. India's median age is 28.4 years versus China and USA's 38 years. Empowered with good education, right skills, and income generating opportunities, our youth can take on the world. Catch, this youth dividend can only be encashed by creating income generating opportunities for them. Will India focus on improving its infrastructure and manufacturing? With 14 manufacturing related product linked incentives or PLI, the manufacturing sector is expected to boom. This will hopefully help us reduce our current account deficit $36.4 billion dollars in Q2 FY23 by increasing exports and or reducing imports. Infrastructure looks like a big focus area for the government. Last year, the central government had allocated 10 lakh crore rupees for infrastructure development. With the national logistics policy also in place, supply chain improvements will lead to cost optimizations and make our goods competitive in the global markets. We are making close to 30 kilometers of roadways daily. The aim is to eventually reach 60 kilometers of construction per day. While the government is trying its best to boost development via spending on infrastructure, the private sector is yet to go all guns blazing. Why? Interest rates are on a rise, thanks inflation, which makes it costlier for companies to borrow and make certain long-term projects unviable. If the inflation demon is allowed to reign free, we can say goodbye to all hopes of real growth. While the world debates about remote work and flexible work, India has its own trend, work from India. Post pandemic, 1,000 plus companies have opened up global in house captive centers or GICs in India. GICs are like BPOs or business process outsourcing units. The only difference is that they have only one client, their foreign parent who wants to leverage India's English speaking, customer friendly, and affordable talent pool. No wonder why India holds 45% of the world's GICs. India has been the world's IT service provider for long. If we play smart, we could also be the world's first accountants and auditors. Countries like Ireland are reducing fee for CAs in India and nudging them to complete their CPA online. Second, doctors. Indian doctors are anyway super well respected abroad in telemedicine. Third, yoga trainers. And finally, many other services that can be delivered from a distance. Will farmers' income finally double in 2023? No one can say that for sure. However, two factors are working in favor of Indian farmers. First, global acceptance, and second, innovation. Indian superfoods and herbs like turmeric and moringa are gaining popularity around the world, and Indian farmers are sitting on a gold mine. Superfoods market is worth a whopping $166 billion. Interestingly, the UN General Assembly has declared 2023 the year of millets. Guess who's the biggest producer of millets in the world? India, proudly producing 41% of the world's millets. Millets are not only super healthy, but also climate change resistant. While global acceptance is rising, agri related innovation is also picking up. From hydroponics farming to the usage of drones for spraying fertilizers and monitoring crops, entrepreneurs from Middle India are killing it. To help farmers increase their crop yield, startups are using AI to understand which crop should be planted for a particular soil type, when they should be planted, how they should be maintained, etc. This agricultural innovation has been possible thanks to agri-tech startups being able to raise funds despite the alleged funding winter. $393 million dollars raised between Jan to September 2022 versus $235 million dollars between Jan and September 2021. With growing global acceptance and visibility towards India's agriculture, a young population, and government support to lay down the infrastructure for India's growth and a growing service economy, 2023 seems to be a promising year. And as usual, we'll be there to handpick, deep dive, and cover the most important stories for you in 2023. As we say goodbye for today, we can't help but think what 2023 will have in store for the world and how India will be affected by it. We'll answer these questions and more in tomorrow's piece. Stay tuned. Jai Hind. Thank you for listening to this episode. We'll be back with more tomorrow. Until then, read on.